What's going on, everybody? Ryan the Mighty Quinn here. Hope all is well. Been a little low in the action. I get it. I'm sorry. I've been a little busy lately with things last few months. Good busy, though. All good things. We remodeled the house. As you can see, the studio is not set up yet. We will be. We're putting the finishing touches on. YouTube studio is kind of the last thing to the puzzle there. And what else has been going on? Oh, just got this promotion at work. Things have been going well there. We're running a wonderful team of individuals for All Star Healthcare Solutions. We are the best medical staffing company in the game. Please check us out. And what else has been going on? Oh, the Fight Court podcast with Dean Thomas, Natalia Herrera, and Javier. We debate topics that are going on in MMA as well as upcoming in MMA, how things should be done, how we feel. We have a lot with that, so please check out the Fight Court podcast. And but basically, the main focus of this series coming up is I started training again to compete in Jiu Jitsu. Did a super fight last August. Loved it. Seriously said I really want to get back into competing. I did the Miami Open in November, the Winter Open or the Fall Open. I'm sorry, went well. Won that, gi and no gi, and still want to compete. And it made me realize too, like I always wanted to compete, and I was never really shy about that. But now I'm finally putting my money where my mouth is, so to speak. And when you're an athlete, that competition, that fire never truly leaves you. Everyone will tell you that. Every fighter thinks that they can have one more. I still always think that. I wrestle with that every day. But the way life is, this is great. Things are going in the right direction for me. And I figure I could kill two birds with one stone, kind of doing my jiu-jitsu journals, as I'm calling this, and just documenting my training as I look to compete for another world championship. Won the blue belt world championship in 2008. I want to do it again as a black belt right now, this year, 2024. And both gi and no gi. No gi is my main focus, but gi and no gi. As you can see on a few of them, you'll be seeing a lot more shorts as well. Please like, subscribe, and share to see those. Just techniques, just nothing really tutorials, just quick little clips of stuff we were doing in training, stuff that we have fun with, stuff that I have fun with, stuff that I utilize, and just to get a good look. So what are we going to be doing here? Now, especially the fire really lit under me back in December when I was watching IBJJF No-Gi Worlds. Now, I'm going to be focusing a lot on the IBJJF tournaments. For myself, with everything going on, that's the most convenient with me. I eventually want to get into ADCC, but got to do some shuffling there. IBJJF has a lot of tournaments that I can get in throughout the Southeast as to compete and train for the World Championships. Now, when I was watching those World Championships in December, the no-gi back in December, I realized, I can beat these guys, and I really want to get in there and I want to do that. I want to be world champion again. And I think it's a fantastic goal to hit, and I can't wait to do it. There's the gi worlds in August, I believe they are, and the no-gis back in later in December 2024. And I'm looking at both of those. No-gi is definitely my main focus, always has been, but it's all winning, right? So I wanted to train with both. So I figured I would document that, and we'll talk about the game plan right now, so to speak. I train at Alliance BJJ in Coral Springs, as well as American Top Team, part-time now, full-time fighter. So there's a lot of reasons why I don't. First, I'm not in shape to be a world-class mixed martial artist. I would hate to take up time against those competing at class level. I would hate when guys would walk in and just to say they were there. I never want to be one of those guys. So I do train grappling with a lot of my friends, whether it be with the pros, just the grappling aspect, or like the training sessions that are focused on grappling, stuff like that. Mainly with Mikey. Mike has been kicking my butt for like 15 years, and now we have great sessions where we talk shop, we break things down. We saw in jiu-jitsu events on flow grappling or stuff that we see implemented in the game that we want to get down, and then we get some rolls in and we leave better for it. Because like I said, also I work full-time, so I can't train during the day like I used to, like most people do traditionally. So I started at 5:30 a.m. class for no gi, and then I hit some gi classes during the week that are a little more convenient. And we have a good crew at that 5:30 class. We love it. We get some good work in, we get some technique, we get our sweat in, and we get out the door, we go about our day. So that's basically my routine right now. But also I got to add a little bit to that. Watching the worlds, I realize that there's stuff that I'm lacking right now, as far as athletically speaking and technically speaking. First, technically speaking, um, leg locks are a lot more implemented now than when I was competing regularly in Jiu Jitsu, and I gotta really get some of that stuff down. It's going well, not necessarily to do the leg locks, but how to defend them and implement my game. And that's a lot of thing that I think a lot of athletes don't do, is they don't train what they're not good at because they think they're never going to use it. And there's a method to that. Some stuff to use with that. However, I need to be aware. I need to train. I need to know what to stay away from. I need to have that feel. I need to have that body language, that muscle memory, that this is coming. Got to defend it. Got to negate it. Got to kill it and get back to what I do. So that's some stuff I need to work on, is leg locks. I'm going to be working some of that later this week with a buddy of mine. Really looking forward to it. Um, Speaking of the training, I'm going to be adding another drill session in at least once a week. I know that I got to drill a little bit more. I gotta really just dedicate sessions just to drilling, and I'm going to be adding a couple of those in during the week, and that's going to be really, really productive for my game. Anybody's game, really. A lot of people, when they're training, they want to get that hard. I want to be like that too. You get those endorphins flowing. It's nothing beats it, but you really gotta you gotta crawl before you can walk, right? Or walk before you can run. And there's certain aspects of training that you only get that with drilling. And so I'm going to be adding that in as well. Another thing is I'm so damn slow now. Yeah, that's another thing. I walk around 195, 196. I want to get back down to between 184 and 188. That's when I was training. Uh, Actually, that's when I was training for 155. That was my training weight, but that was what I want to walk around like that. That was the low 80s for 180, 155. But I want to get back to training and my training and walk around weight in the high 80s, because I just my athleticism. So how am I going to do that? First of all, where did I notice that? I'm talking about like mat speed, like on the ground, being able to pummel, being able to scramble, cut my hips. In order to do that, I think I got to loosen my hips a little bit. My hips are real tight, uh, probably from the weight I'm carrying, but also I don't do enough mobility work. So I'm going to be doing more mobility work as far as strength and conditioning and exercising, as well as some speed work. So I'm going to be posting some videos as well as both doing mobility work and dynamic exercises. Fast feet stuff, jumping rope. That's the stuff you can think of. That's what I'm going to be doing. That also leads my next thing is I'm going to be talking. I don't want to call them interviews, but I'll have like 10-minute discussions, 15-minute discussions with other people in the game, whether it be jiu-jitsu, wrestling, MMA coaches that could add great value to the martial art, and people could take from that. I think part of this journal is not necessarily for myself, but also for aspiring jiu-jitsu folk to look at this, like, okay, I can implement that in my training regimen. This is what people do. This is what people encourage, and they can go forward with it. Now, also, as far as martial arts coaches, MMA coaches, sport coaches, I plan on speaking with some exercise science people. As far as my old strength and conditioning coach, Phil DeRue, um, my buddy Jeremy, a lot of people that can add that aspect, like what they think jiu-jitsu athletes could be doing to better their game in the physiological aspect. So I'm really looking forward to it. I know I could do this. This is not a little engine that could thing. I know that I'm on the level. I just got to put my money where my mouth is and get training. And I'm really looking forward to it. So please like, subscribe, and share. You probably won't see, especially if I'm at American Top Team, a lot of live training sessions. I want to respect people, and I want them to feel comfortable in their training. And I'm not going to be selfish about that. I never liked it when people did that when I was training. So I don't plan on doing that here. And we'll just be talking about it after how it went. maybe we'll get the clips on that will demonstrating a certain technique. That's later down the road. You'll be seeing King Mo on here a lot, Mo Lawal. He's one of my best friends, and he was my coach towards the end of my career. And I always talk shop with him, and he's going to be helping me a lot with my wrestling that I need to fill gaps on. Obviously, I was very solid top wrestling base as a jiu-jitsu guy as well as an MMA fighter, and that's not going to change. I just need to get back to some certain things, or as well as maybe add to my game there. And anyway, guys, really looking forward to it. Can't wait to see what we got coming up. Please check it out if you'd like to see, or if you have any suggestions for me. All open to it. Probably do these like once a week on top of the jiu-jitsu clips you'll be seeing. Have a good one. Bye.